What's up, guys? Ooh, like y'all, it's just like, anyway. What's up, guys? It's Dominique, aka That Therapist. For those of you that don't know me, I am the CEO and lead clinician for a group practice. I want y'all to see my shirt. It's not mine, but I want y'all to see it. The hood needs therapy. Absolutely. So, yeah, I'm a CEO and lead clinician for a group practice known as Yellow Bird Counseling. What do we do? Y'all might be like, what is a Yellow Bird Counseling? What does that do? Because that's what people say when they hear the word counseling or therapy. They're like, what is that word? I don't know what it means. So, okay, I'll let you know. We provide individual, couples, family, group therapy for children, adolescents, teenagers, young adults, and seniors. So pretty much everybody, if you're 4 to 84, okay, or above, then we can see you for counseling. That means if you don't have a mental illness and you need something short term, or therapy if you happen to have a mental illness and it may be a little bit longer term to treat that. We do that in the states of Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Jersey, and Idaho. So if you or a friend or family member lives in one of those 5 states, is that 5? I think so. Yeah, for now, it'll be more at the end of the year. It'll be like 25 or 35 states. But right now, it's those. If you live in those states, we can provide you with one of those types of therapy. So if you need counseling or therapy in those states and you're one of those ages, give us a ring or a text. I have a text number where you simply text one word and we can get you set up all off of just you texting us one word. We'll get you set up. Because if you're like me, you don't like being on the phone. You're super anxious talking to people, which I just got to get over it because I have to call people back when they call. But I made it easy for you because I know how it is for me. So you'll just only have to text one word, okay? And we can get you set up. But what am I doing here now? You're probably like, okay, well, am I getting therapy now? No, this is not therapy. Every Thursday evening, we do mental health topics to help educate the general population on reasons that we can all benefit from therapy outside of having a mental illness. Remember how I said there's counseling and therapy? Well, some people just need to go to counseling. They don't have a mental illness. And some people need to go to therapy because they have a mental illness or mental diagnosis. Okay. Like me, I have depression and anxiety. I see a therapist while I'm just working on counseling and or therapy issues, so I do that. And then you got your psychiatrist, and that's who provides your medicine, your psychiatrist, if you need medicine, okay? So I'm super behind tonight, y'all, because my computer glitched right during the opening thing. So y'all bear with me. But for those of you that also don't know, okay, this month is Pride Month. The whole month of June is Pride Month, and I have another therapist in New Jersey. No, she lived in Philadelphia, I think. Yeah, she lives in Philadelphia, but she made this shirt in honor of Pride Month, and she's a cis hetero therapist, I think. I don't know, actually. I thought I did. I think I'm pretty sure okay. Anyways, so it's like, the rainbow, and it says the hood needs therapy. It's super cute. If you are in the community, I will send you her Instagram so you can order one if you would like, because I'm all about promoting my fellow therapists, especially if they're Black, especially if they're women. Definitely going to promote. Oh, and then if you throw in the LGBTQ community in there, right then, okay? That's how it is. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do this month is I'm going to provide education around LGBTQ community conversation and the like, that's designed for straight people to be able to understand, and maybe be able to understand maybe their discomfort with the LGBTQ community, because there are a lot of straight people even in 2023 that are still very skittish around the LGBTQ letters, people, anything. They get real skittish and real scared, and I don't want y'all to be scared of us, because we're not going to hurt y'all. We're not going to hurt you. So I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you why you might be skittish or afraid. I'm going to explain to you why you might be skittish or afraid around gay people. And I'm not going to say that you're gay. Don't worry. Don't worry. So before you leave, that's not what I'm going to say. I'm not going to be dropping a bomb on you like that, because one, I can't tell you something like that over a live. So don't worry. You can just take a breath. This is just to help you understand maybe your current feelings around gay people. Okay? And why you might not like feel like you can be around them, or maybe you just be maybe nervous if they're around you. I mean, people are still like doing that scared thing. And then because of that, there are a lot of, very adult gay people that are still in the closet, that they just don't feel as though they can come out, because there is so much misunderstanding around the gay community. Okay. And so I'm going to be doing my part as a queer Black woman therapist. Y'all know I would be remiss if I didn't handle the hardest of the hard issues. Because the easy stuff is easy to talk about. Y'all don't want to hear about that. Y'all want to hear about hard stuff. So I'm gonna give you hard. Okay, I'm gonna give you hard. And we're gonna get started. So, but I want you to understand that, because it's still like, and I'm gonna do generally, but I'm also going to focus more specifically on the Black and Brown communities, because I'm a member of the Black and Brown communities. So yeah, I need to be like, what up, folk, I gotta be sure that we understand why we're scared of ourselves and each other. Okay. What? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to share, because again, remember, I had a glitch in the beginning. Remember when I had said that? Well, it interrupted what I was trying to do. It had interrupted. So while I'm doing what I'm trying to do, if you could do me a favor, if you want to stand in solidarity with the LGBTQ community this month, this does not make you gay, okay? If that's a fear of yours, you just say I told you to do it. Just say, hey, this lady had told me to do it. That way they'll just be like, oh, and she whatever. So I don't know. Say whatever. You blame it on me. Blame it on me. It's me, okay? You just didn't want to, be hateful. So you did this for me. If you will share this live on your personal pages, share it on your Facebook groups for Pride Month, because it's Pride Month, okay? That's the reason. And click the more options. If you click share and click more options, then you can copy the link and then, slide it in somebody's DM, slide it in their text, whatever. Do that for me, please, so that we can break the stigma surrounding mental health issues in general, and the issues surrounding the LGBTQ community and how we could tie those issues into how straight and gay people alike need therapy because of these issues. So if you'll go ahead and share that for me real quick, because you're a good person and you want to be a part of the solution. That's why you're sharing. That would be great. It would be super. It would be super if you could do that. And then we will get rolling. Okay. Whew. All right. So first, let's get started. All right. We can go ahead and hop on into this thing, and I'll just keep doing what I can do while I can do it. Okay, in the background, because sometimes, when you're a therapist, you learn how to multitask, even though that's not something the human brain is supposed to do in a healthy manner. That's not what we were designed to do. We were designed to focus and do, but whatever. So I'm gonna get going. But yeah, so let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's first talk about, I'm going to start, y'all know I like to start big and work in, because if I just start, small, no, I got to start big and work in. So you're like, I'm getting it. And feel free to ask me any questions. Y'all don't have to be scared. I'm not going to judge you, as long as you're asking questions to learn and you're not asking questions to be, jerky. Okay, let's not be jerky. If you feel like you might be jerky, how about leave, take 5 deep breaths, go touch some grass and come back. And that might be helpful for you. Okay. But definitely check with your doctor to be sure that that's okay first. Check with your doctor to see if it'll be okay for you to touch some grass. Because if you have an allergy, we don't want you touching grass. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. So, all right. Let's start with the alphabet soup, as most of y'all call it, whether you're gay or straight. Okay. I'm gonna use the street words, but I'm also gonna try to use the political words and the politically correct words, like homosexual, heterosexual, and of course there's asexual. Okay, but we're either talking about homosexual, heterosexual, bisexual, pansexual right now. Okay, and how issues relate. And I know y'all are like, whoa, what did you say, girl? What is all that? What is that homo, hetero, pano? All right, y'all. I know that's what y'all doing. I'm going to get you, okay? But let's start big. So, all right. The queer community, I'll just say queer, and that's all the letters right now. When I'm saying queer, I'm speaking about the community generally, but the letters are the specifics. So you got your L's, okay? That's your lesbians. That's your women who have romantic feelings for women, okay? And then you have your G, which is your gays. That is your men who have romantic feelings for other men. Okay. I'm just helping y'all understand the letters. That's all we're doing right now. Just take a deep breath. Okay. The B, that's for your bisexuals. Okay. Or most recently, I've learned myself by romantic. Okay. You can have romantic feelings for both men and women. Okay. You can have that. And then you have, I was like, where am I at? I did LGBT. That is your transgender, okay? Transgender individuals. And those are individuals who have transitioned their assigned sex at birth. So that means if they were assigned a woman at birth, they transition to man. And if they were assigned man at birth, and then they transition to woman. Okay. And assigned sex at birth means what you came out the womb with. Okay, that's what that means. And some people continue or to identify as that, like that's just their identity, and some people do not identify with their assigned sex at birth, and that is why they make several transitions. And it doesn't just have to be physical transition, it could be like a name change. Some transgender individuals only choose to get partial reconstruction surgery, or just take hormones for the presentation of their identity, because currently, as their assigned sex at birth, they're not presenting that presentation is not their identity. That's not their identity. Okay, so I hope that helps. Ask your questions. It's okay. Are y'all doing all right? Are y'all sharing? Are y'all breathing? Y'all drinking some water? Okay, so we got through LGBT and then Q, queer. There's just people that identify with some of those characteristics, but maybe not completely all, or maybe just, a mixture of all of them or some of them. So then they identify as queer. And then we have, of course, asexuals, who are folks that don't have a sexual preference for anybody. And then we have your pansexuals, who are just attracted to people, whether they be man, woman, or trans man or woman, because bisexual would be only two, because the prefix bi means two. So bisexual would only be attracted to man or woman, or trans man or woman. Well, I don't know. No, I mean, essentially then that, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It includes more than one gender. Okay. It includes more than just man and woman. Okay. It allows room for other gender for you to have preference to, but you also can be attracted to men and women. Okay. Just humans in general, age appropriate humans. Yeah, cool. So y'all can ask your questions if you're confused about the letters. Okay. So we're going to work in from there. We're going to work in from there, from the letters down to the next level, which is the definition of homo and hetero. Okay. All right. So that y'all know, mostly homo. Homosexual means that your sexual, I don't want to say preference, but I'm saying preference so you can understand, but preference is not, it's who you like. Okay, everybody has preference, okay? You prefer to date the opposite, or you prefer to date, but also there's just an innate attraction to someone. You can be attracted to somebody on a spectrum. And so, you can be attracted to somebody and not want to have a relationship with them. You can be attracted to somebody and want to be intimate with them, but not have a relationship. We're humans. We're very complex. It's very hard for us to be just black or just white, because we have so many thoughts, so many experiences, so many different histories, so many codes of DNA. So we're just very complex. So a lot of our behavior is also very complex. We're not like, dogs or cats who have more simplified behaviors. We have, in which they have complex behaviors too. Mr. Carter, oh my God, y'all, he was trying to grab a treat out of his cage and was on his little towel in his cage. He was using his paws like hands, like feeding the little towel through the cage to get to I was like, what? That dog is too smart. If he starts talking, I'm not going to freak out, because how do you know to use your paws like hands and feed a towel through your cage to get to a treat. Isn't that crazy? Ain't that strange? But anyways, he does that. So, but anyways, our behaviors are just more complex. We can't simply be our behavior can't be just simplified to be just black or white a lot of the time. So yeah. So that's why actually sexuality is as a whole is a spectrum. It's not just, you know, you got homosexual here, you got heterosexual here, and then there's everybody else in the middle. Okay? There's everybody else in the middle. These are the two extremes, but then there's a lot happening in the middle. Okay? There's always a middle. So that means there's a lot of gray. Okay? So, but I'm going to just do the starter pack tonight. I'm not going to overwhelm y'all. I just want y'all to stick with me. Okay, and I want y'all to share this live, please, because it is Pride Month and y'all want to be good people. Okay, and so share it on your page and then copy and paste the link and share it. And somebody DM. I'm trying to share on my personal page. And slide it in somebody text inbox. Thank you very much. That will be helpful. And you have thus done your part to stand in solidarity and acknowledge Pride Month, okay? And so, you know what? Let me just take a deep breath. I'm telling y'all, take a deep breath. Let me take a deep breath because I'm just like, I can't even think, okay? Again, we are not made to multitask. That is not something we're supposed to be doing. Okay. So, I got it. I was like, what? Y'all, again, my brain just froze. There is no way if I had have done sessions today that I would have been able to also do this too. No, I don't want to switch. Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. Facebook is Facebook, and how it is set up, it is different. Like the interface is different. And so then I, like where I used to know how to do it before, I got to do a little bit more searching and searching. All right, this ain't going to do. Hold on. This is not going to do. Okay. I can't do this. All right. So let's go from homo. Let's talk about those two. So of course, homosexual. Homo means same. So same sex. Hetero, of course, means different. So different sex. Okay. So if you like a different sex other than yourself, you're heterosexual. If you like the same sex as yourself, you're homosexual. And if you like the same and different sexualities from yourself, you're either bisexual or pansexual. Okay, we already talked about those. We talked about those and we worked there. Okay. And so with that, of course, there is a lot of discussion and discomfort. This is where we're getting to the mental health piece. Okay. There's a lot of discussion and discomfort around the LGBTQ, which I'm just going to say homosexual, but not all homosexual, because you have, but anyways, I'm just going to say that. So to make it easier, okay? Because we're going to be talking about homophobia. Oh my God, Jesus. Oh Lordy. We're going to be talking about that. Woo! I have felt my roots come up out. I have felt my roots come up out me with that, okay? Because That homophobia be real. Y'all be real with it. Y'all friends and y'all family and our friends and our coworkers be real with that. I'm just like, and strangers on the street, they be real. I'm like, why? So we're going to talk about why, okay? We're going to talk about how that came to be and why you may feel homophobic feelings, okay? And this is also a reason I'm tying this into how, if you're someone experiencing homophobia or, self-homophobia, that's a thing, where you're homosexual and you're scared of yourself. And so you show opposite behaviors outwardly to not identify with what you, who you are. That's just who you are. Okay. It's not a choice. It's who you are. Because I promise you, if it was a choice, it would be a hard choice to make, because I had tried to choose to date men. It was not my jam. And that was a choice. And I was choosing, like actively choosing to date them. And I just couldn't. I just could not. And it ain't nothing wrong with my daddy issues, because my daddy is a good daddy. I'm a daddy's girl. So that ain't it. That's not it. Because y'all let us say, oh, maybe you had daddy issues. No. And then it's a myth that you have to have had some sort of sexual offense happen to you when you were a kid. I know people in the homosexual LGBTQIA plus community who have had a sexual offense against them and that have not had a sexual offense against them. That means no kind of abuse has ever happened to them. They grew up in a heterosexual household, no access to homosexuality at all. Okay. So I know both. All right. So you can't say that no, being sexually offended on does not necessarily contribute to your sexuality as far as who you have sexual and romantic encounters with. Okay. So that ain't right. That's wrong. So let's check that off. Okay. And another myth. Y'all met Ellie a few weeks ago. Ellie is my clinician who actually has 2 moms. And Ellie is straight, meaning Ellie likes men. She does not like women at all. And she has 2 moms. So just because a kid is by 2 of the same sex of parent, that does not mean they're going to be also identify as in the community. They just no more than your straight kids is gonna identify with being straight just because you straight. Okay, they're gonna be who they are because that is how they were made. Okay. And if you want to argue with me on that, cool, because I got lots of research and peer-reviewed articles. So if you'd love to debate me, we can do that, because then I can bring more awareness. So definitely, if you want to debate me, drop your peer-reviewed articles in the comments, and I'll drop mine, okay? Because I actually did research, scholastic research on the topic. So there you go. So I'm ready. I can pop them off at you. All right. Because I want to bring awareness. I don't want you guys going around here with this homophobia when it's not going to do nothing to you. When it's not going, it's just going to make you harmful to other people. Answer me that. Do you want to be harmful to another human being? Regardless, if you is that something that you want? Regardless of who they are attracted to, what they identify as, do you want to harm them? If you want to harm them, if you answer yes, if you want to harm another human being because they think different than you, they look different than you, they have a different gender partner in their bed than you, they have different genitalia than you, that use their genitalia with other people that you don't use if you want to harm them because of that, then you have found the right space to be in, because you know why? That is what we call a pathology. That's what we call a pathology, okay? That means there's something going on pathologically, okay? And so with that brings me to homophobia. So if you were with me a few months ago, I discussed specifically what phobias are, okay? How a phobia is identified. And so the definition of phobia is the unrealistic fear or unproportional fear to something. Like me, y'all know about my cockroach phobia. I will leave. Oh my God. Woo, y'all know how I get when I talk about cockroaches. Woo, my breathing pattern be changing. My face be flushing. Oh my God, I start sweating because I cannot with cockroaches. I freak the hell out, okay? So I have an unrealistic or unproportional, because what can a cockroach really do to my big old self? Really, what can a cockroach do? Except for be unpredictable, crawl on me, and that's very, very uncomfortable. Woo! I can't even imagine. Y'all, I'm telling you, like, my fear of cockroaches is so ridiculous, okay? And I also have a fear of deer because they have hit my car so many times, and that scares me. So they're unpredictable. It's the unpredictability that scares. And you know what? And that's for most phobias, okay? So we're going to gain control over this homophobia. But what is the homophobia then? So if you add that homo in front of it there, that's same. So you have a phobia of something that's the same, okay? And the term homophobia was actually coined in the 1960s, but to break it down all the way down, because sometimes when I be talking to people that don't want to identify with the community in any way, shape, or form, they start acting like words I'm saying don't make sense. So they might be out, you might be, maybe you talking to me, this happens. And I don't know if it happens to you. If you're in the community and you're out, probably does. But my straight friends, they'll be like, so what is that LGBTQIA? Like, they start acting like they just really are just lost and oblivious. And I'm like, and then when we get to pronouns, because we're also going to talk about that, they be acting, what is this? She, I, they, it. Those are pronouns. That's what those are. That's what that is. But they just be acting oblivious, like if they understand what that means, that might make them in closer proximity to gayness. No, it doesn't. It just makes you a more educated human being. But they do that. And so, instead of just really asking, hey, I just want to know, what does this mean? Just ask, what does it mean? Okay? You don't got to act like you got to be so separate from it. I mean, you're already, if that's not your jam, like if that's not who you are, you're already separate from it. You don't have to do nothing else but be yourself. And if you're separate from it, you're just separate from it. But if you're not, but you want to feel like you are, that's okay, because we can take care of you here at Yellowbird too. Okay. All of my therapists are either queer or allied with the community, meaning they're straight, but they're allies. Okay. Like they're not at all part of the community. Okay. So we have both, and we both have an understanding, and we can work with you both. So if you're somebody who's heterosexual that has an unrealistic fear of the LGBT or prejudice, meaning you prejudge. Okay. So one of the other myths that's a prejudge is, oh my gosh, if I have gay people around my kids, they probably gonna try to touch them. No, they're not. No. Having a pedophilia and being homosexual are not synonymous. They're not the same. They're two totally different things. It's like it's like apples and broccoli. Okay? Like it's not the same. Or actually it's like apples and elephant. That's what it's like. It's not even the same at all. So no, that's a myth. Okay. So I'm starting, very generally for most people to be able to understand it while I'm doing that. If y'all will please share this live. Okay, please share this live while I'm doing this so your friends, your family, your coworker, your grandmama, and your granddaddy, because they all here and they need to hear this. Your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your son, your daughter, you're they, you're them. Okay, your husband, your wife, please, if you could, because this means a lot to me. And it means a lot to the people that I work with. It means a lot that I advocate for them and get the word out and educate y'all as best that I can so that it can stop causing them harm. Okay. All right. That's the whole point of Pride Month. Okay. So, homophobia is an irrational dislike or prejudice against gay people. And then phobia, of course, I just explained what it means. That leads to hate. Okay, it leads to hate, like saying hateful things, even if you feel like it's a little thing, like making jokes, that's hateful. Or hateful behaviors, maybe aggressive, hateful, like fighting. Those are hateful. That's hateful behavior. Okay, so saying or physically harming, using words or physical actions to harm somebody that's in the LGBTQ community is that's a no. Okay, that is a no. And that means that you're dealing with a homophobia, and let me tell you where it came from. Okay, so generally, where does homophobia come from? Well, the word homophobia, again, I told you it was termed or coined. It was coined by George Winberg, I think is his name, and he wrote a book called Society and the Healthy Homosexual in the 1960s, and he called himself reformed homophobic, or he said reform healed something homophobic, like he's no longer homophobic anymore. So I guess I'm assuming the book is about, I didn't even know. Oh my God, I didn't know. But I assume that it's around his journey into from being homophobic to not. Okay, and what does that look like? So hold on, y'all. And so, okay, sorry. And so this. So, that's where the term came from. Okay. And, that's the book that's behind it. So definitely I'm going to take a check. I want to take a check. I want to check it out. So I'm probably going to order it so I can read it, for myself. Okay. But so anyways, I told you I was going to talk about how the fear developed. So that's how the term was coined. But what is it? So I want y'all to take a guess. For me. Where do you think the fear, like the origination of the fear of homosexual people, where it came from? I want y'all to put that in the comments. Okay, I want y'all to put that in the comments, and I want y'all to share for me, please. But I want y'all to also put it in the comments. Okay. If you could, if you don't mind. Y'all, let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all know I love to see what y'all talking about. Y'all know I love to see what y'all talking about. Okay, let me see. All right. Let me see what y'all got. Y'all had said, okay, so Magnolia, of course, said not understanding, and that's true. That's true. That's exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing, because folks don't understand. All right. So you true that. Religion, yes, religion. Yes, religion. But even deeper than that, what do you think is deeper than the religion? Even deeper than the religion, like what was the religion built on? That's a big hint. What was the religion built on? Oh God. Hey Instagram, sorry, I'm super late. Super late, Instagram. We're gonna be for Pride Month discussing pride awareness. All right. Teaching fear. Y'all getting close. Y'all is getting close. Fear is super close. Fear is hot. Fear is coming in hot. Church fear is coming in hot, but fear is super, super, super hot. So what, even more than fear, what's the basis of that fear? Where did that fear come from? How do you share? If you'll click that arrow at the bottom of your screen, it's a little arrow. It should be pointing to the right, like at the bottom of your screen. It should share, and you can share there. And when you click that, if you're on your phone, it'll have like, you can share it to your page or whatever. And then you click the more options. You can copy the link and share it like that too. That's how you share. Okay, so what else y'all got? Y'all was hot. Just the difference that people share. Disease, being accepted. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me help y'all out. All right, but fear is hot. It is the basis. Y'all, we have been colonized, okay? That means that our social construct has a hierarchy of man over woman. That's the basis, okay? It has, that is the belief of, and the foundation of our society is man over woman. And more specifically, it is white man over woman, okay? So there's white man in the patriarchy, there's white man, there's white woman, there's black man, then there's black woman, like that, in that order. And this is real general, okay? There's a lot of reading that you can do, all right? And so the patriarchy, that ideal of that type of hierarchy, gender and sexual hierarchy, okay, came with a set of behaviors, okay? So then you might have that looking like the women stay at home and the man goes to work, or the woman takes care of the children and the man makes the money, or the woman gathers and the man hunts, or the woman does these things and the man does this. All right. So men pee standing up, women pee sitting down. Like these, just the division of what men and women are believed to do. Like the hierarchy, the patriarchy says white man over woman, okay, and then the other over white woman, black man, and black woman, in that order, okay. And so white supremacy and colonial ideals regarding gender and sexuality. So those ideals are what I just told you about. And it's based on the idea of heterosexism, okay? So man and woman, that's the heterosexual norm or heteronormative belief, is based on that, is based on the white man over white woman over black man over black woman, what I was telling you about patriarchy, okay? So after you have that core belief, the next belief is that, okay, man and woman should be together. Man and woman are supposed to be together, and that is the only way to do it. And that is also a patriarchal ideal, that only man and woman can be together, okay? And so because the heterosexism is a new word. It's not new, but I'm using it for the first time. I've heard it used, okay? But heterosexism is a society in which heterosexual ideals, norms, socializing is the majority of what everybody's doing. So if there's 100 of us and 75 of us are doing heteronormative socialization, then that is a sexism situation, a systemic and personal majority belief, okay? And so when you bring in people that do not meet those heteronorms, those heterosexism, those patriarchal colonial ideals, if they don't match that, if their behavior doesn't match that, then they are the devil. They're the devil, okay? And they are wrong, and they are deviant, and because they do not line up with what society, the patriarchal colonized society, says is right. And then that's where I'm about to shake some shoes up. That is where the Bible is based on. Historically, the Bible was used to control the underlings, the white woman, the black man, the black woman that are under the white man, okay? Again, patriarchy. The Bible was used to control everything under the white man, okay? All right, that's what happened with the evolution of the Bible. And Google is super duper free. So if you want to look more about the evolution of the Bible, there's lots of things you can look at, even on National Geographic. Okay? So if you want to look at the evolution of the Bible, you'll learn a lot, okay? And everything you thought you knew, you're going to know more, okay? So you go from there. And so when you have that, and that is homophobia. Homophobia is like, oh, you're different sexually or gender, your gender or sex does not fit the idea of the colonial structure, societal structure, okay, or social structure. It don't fit. And so we don't like you, or we are going to judge you based on that. That is what homophobia is. Do y'all have any questions? Do y'all got questions about homophobia? Okay. And because of that ideology, do you see how it has harmed people? How that patriarchal mindset has harmed everybody under the white man? It has harmed the white woman. It has harmed the black man next, and it has harmed the black woman. Those three populations suffer because of that mindset, because that mindset says that is the order you fall in, and you are supposed to do X, Y, and Z behaviors. And if you don't do those, and you don't fall in that order of power, if you are like at the bottom and you try to come up, there's going to be a lot of resistance because the society that we live in, that our existence is built on, causes resistance if you are an underling trying to come up to this up here, the white man. Okay, so that is why homosexuality does not work largely, and that is where, and I say does not work, and I mean for the patriarchal mindset, which is what all of us have been taught. Okay, all of us have been taught that, and all of us have a level of colonial mindset that we have to challenge if we want to be less harmful to other people and ourselves. Okay, so yeah, so that's where homophobia came from. All right, and it is a specific fear of people that prefer the same sex. Okay, fear of people that prefer the same sex, just like a prejudice against gay people. Then, on top of that, and next to that, and on top of that, we have transphobia. That's the fear of our T in the alphabet, LGBT. Okay, the T is our transgender individual. Okay, and transphobia is a fear or irrational fear or dislike for an individual that is transgender. Okay, all right. And like I told you before, transgender, if an individual is assigned a sex at birth and they transition to the gender that they identify with and not the gender that was assigned to them at birth, then they are transgender. Okay, so man to woman or woman to man. Okay, there you go. And so we were talking about faith. I just want y'all to, that your inner faith. I did that because you got the patriarchy, and then under that you have religion. I'm just saying, research it. You'll see for yourself. Look up just the evolution of the Bible. Just look that up. Okay. All right. But that inner faith fear comes a lot. Well, it comes a lot with a lot of people, but more specifically in the Black and brown community, that homophobia is strong. Okay, that homophobia is very insidious and very harmful. Okay, and I'm not saying that white people aren't homophobic. That ain't what I'm saying. Especially if you live down here in the South, you're probably homophobic whether you're white or you're Black. Okay, all right, because we are so the South is the most colonialized part of the country, I think. And yeah, the Bible Belt. Pew, pew, pew. But how many of y'all have actually read the Bible? Front to back, cover to cover, studied it? How many? Raise your hand, okay? For yourself. For yourself, okay? Ain't that many. It ain't. And you can't tell me it is. All right. So, do you see, with that being harmful, that would take a person to need therapy. If you don't want to be a harmful person, that doesn't mean and you being accepting of people that are in the LGBTQ community and you being somebody that's in the LGBTQ community are two different things. Again, I told you I had allies that are therapists. Only allies can work at Yellowbird if you ally with the community that are straight and they have no desire for the same sex. They just have a respect and an alliance with the LGBTQ community, and they support. That does not mean that they themselves, no. Okay? Gayness ain't contagious like that. It's not. It's not something, it's not like the cooties. Okay? Remember how when you was like kids and it was the cooties? It's not the cooties. And I think maybe somebody had told somebody along the way it was the cooties. It's not. That's not. I don't know what the cooties is. I think it's just general germs. I think that is what the cooties is. But gayness is not the cooties. It's not going to rub off on you if it touches you, okay? I hug a lot of straight people and they don't become gay. Okay? They don't. They just, that's not something that happens. All right, so definitely you want to see us. Or if you're in the community and you have been a victim of homophobia or transphobia, then we also need to see you. And I'll provide our number and everything below. But we will also see you, okay, as well. Whether you have a fear or dislike for the LGBTQ community, or you are in the LGBTQ community and have been harmed by the fear of somebody, the homophobia, okay? Where you receive hate, words, actions, then definitely see us, because that is traumatic and we need to be sure that you don't continue to have to be injured like that, okay? We are a safe space for the LGBTQ community. All right. So let's talk lastly about these pronouns y'all seem to be having issues with. Issues. Y'all just like, pronouns. Pronouns. It's like, why though? It's part of the language that you learn. You remember we had, what was it? Elementary, I think it was language arts. Is that what it was? Language arts, where you learned about prepositions, before, behind, below, beside, all that. And then you learned about conjunctions like but and where to put a comma. Language arts, you learn how to build sentences. You learn what stuff means in language, like synonyms and antonyms and homonyms and all that. Y'all remember that? Well, y'all also learned about pronouns. So there's a noun. Y'all tell me what a noun is. Hit me up with what the nouns are. They are What are they? What's nouns? Y'all tell me. It's 4. Sorry. Wait, no. Yeah, it's 4. What's a noun, y'all? What's the definition of a noun? Come on, Amaris. Person, place, things. Yes. And ideas. Person, place, thing, and ideas. Well, so then what is more general than a noun? Well, that's a pronoun. Okay? That's a pronoun. So pronouns refer to person, place, thing, or idea. Okay? So person would be she or her. Okay? That's a woman or girl. What's a man? What's a man? Can y'all give me the pronoun for a man? A man. A person who identifies as a man. What is their pronoun? What is the pronoun for man? I gave y'all woman. What is it? What is it? He, him. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Chloe Love. It's he, him. It's he, him. Now, let's get into the non-binary, because this is where y'all struggling. Okay? This is where y'all struggling. Non-binary. So remember I told y'all about the patriarchal idea and man does this and woman does that? Well, with non-binary, you don't subscribe to those heteronormative roles of man does this and woman does that. You might have an assigned sex at birth that is woman, okay, or girl. I'm going to say female and male, even though I know that's politically incorrect. I know that's not right, but I'm going to just say it to make it a little easier. But female and male is not correct, okay? Because you have to be more specific than that. A female and male what? A female and male dog, a female and male pig, a female and male human, female and male bird. Like, you do got to be more specific. But for the purposes of what I'm saying in this sentence, so I don't have to tongue tie, I'm going to say female and male, okay? Female and male humans. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So if you're a female human or you're a male human, you do these things. But if you're a non-binary human, you may identify with gender and sex roles of both man and woman, okay? Not just man or woman. This both man and woman. Like, let me try to break it down. So this is super rudimentary. This is not, it's way more than this, but to help people understand, like, for women who say they have masculine energy, okay? It's like really embracing that, like, yeah, no, I'm not, and it's not necessarily masculine energy. It's what society says is normal for men to do. Okay. So, but if you're non-binary, you don't identify with just what men do or just what women do. You identify with both, with what both men and women do, or men or women do, but you just don't fit, like, you don't feel like you fit totally as man or totally as woman. Okay. You don't fit as you're in the middle. So you're non-binary. Okay. All right. And so now, because there are people that their identity is not man or woman, we have non-binary, and their pronouns are they and them. Okay? Their pronouns are they and them. And because they are human, they deserve to have reference to their pronouns that are specific to them. He, him won't fit. She, her won't fit, because that's not their identity. They don't identify as a he or a him or a she or a her. They identify as a mixture or a majority of one of the other. And so that is where we have they and them. Okay. So gender identity does not note or conform to the beliefs about gender. Again, the patriarchal beliefs about gender. That there is only exclusively man or woman. That's a belief yeah. So, all right. That is y'all LGBTQIA plus starter kit. And I told you how, if you are watching this, you're either a person that is not, there's three types. So you can be, I'm going to say you can be homosexual or heterosexual and not afraid of homosexual people, okay? Or homosexual, like anything that has to do with the community. Either you're straight or you're gay and you're not afraid, or you're straight or you're gay and you are afraid. And so that's the ones I'm talking to. I'm talking to them and educating them. If you're either homosexual or heterosexual and you have an irrational fear or dislike for homosexual people, then there's therapy for you. Or if you are homosexual and you have been harmed by homosexual or heterosexual people that exhibit homophobia. Okay? All right? Does that help? How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Is the Zerzay? No, I don't think so. No, that sounds like some churn being churn with Z. Yeah, I think it's the TikTok babies trolling the Mars. That's what you said. You're assigned sex at birth. Girl, child, defines their self as. Yep. This they them. As they them. Which one you don't understand, Chloe? So I can say it again. Let's see. Okay. All right. Non-binary. Okay, do you get it now? Do you understand now? Did that help? I try to start big and come in, you know? So I tried to give the bigger and work in. Did that help? Okay, cool. And if there's something you don't understand and you're really trying, like, again, if you have questions and you're asking to learn and not asking to be jerky, then ask your questions. Ask your questions. If y'all have questions and you're like, no, I really don't understand and I want to know and I'm not trying to be jerky, then ask your questions. Like, definitely ask your questions. Okay? About the LGBTQ community. Okay? I want you to ask. I don't want you to just, you don't have to, be willfully ignorant here, meaning that you willfully don't want to know, okay? You can ask me and I will explain it to you because I understand a lot of the concepts are newly discussed. They're not newly existent, but they newly are discussed. Actually homophobic to an extent. Okay. All right. So the fact that you shared that, I mean, that's cool. Okay, tell me about it. Do you feel comfortable? I'm not gonna attack you, okay? If you really like, for you to even say, like, admit that you're homophobic, I really feel like you may want to know, like you may want to understand, or you are, something, So I'm not gonna roast you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. If you really want to know something. All right. Woohoo. But if anybody has any questions again and you want to ask them, you let me know and you can ask them and I'll get your questions answered, okay? I will. Because it said I will. Yeah, from upbringing, and that's the thing, like I said, all of us, and I'm, it's probably like some degree of religion or what men and women should and shouldn't do. Is that probably where it comes from? Thank you, Malika. I'm glad it was informative, and it was just a starter pack. Okay, it was just a starter pack. Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. Y'all seem to be good. And come back if you have questions. Bridget is actually one of those therapists that I was telling y'all about that's an ally, but not a part of the community. So Bridget is a heterosexual therapist who is allied with the community, and Bridget's going to talk next week about how to be an ally, like the correct behaviors of an ally. Okay. So you can come back and ask questions next week too if you have them. Okay. But Chloe, thanks for sharing that. I really have respect for you for just sharing that. Yeah, the ally is like a heterosexual person that just, supports the community. They're not in the community, but they're supportive of the LGBTQ community. Yeah. Are we going to be a part of the parade? No, but that's something that now you gave me an idea for next year to see if that's something we could do. No, but we should. I'm sure the Magic City Acceptance Academy is. And the Magic City Wellness probably is. And PFLAG but yep, I want us to do it too. So thank you for the idea. And I'll be like, y'all, we're gonna be in the parade. I'm gonna figure out how to get us in the parade. Thank you for this. I have a much better understanding and I need this information. This information is so important for everybody. As a teacher, I'm glad I have a more clear understanding. I'm glad. I really am glad. I tried to make it simple. I didn't even get into the gray. I tried to stay as, this or that as I could. And I tried to explain it as fully as I could, because I feel like if people have a full understanding, they can understand, be better about their support. Possibly. Unless you just don't want to understand. If you don't want to understand, then that's different. Yeah, man. Well, next year I am. I'm gonna start thinking about it. Thank you, Magnolia. But yes, please share this live, okay? With your friends, your family member, your coworker, everybody, so they can have a fuller understanding too, especially if Rob TR said that. Did you say you're a teacher? Yep, a teacher. So if a teacher says this is informative, then it is. Because teachers be making lesson plans. Okay? So then y'all share this, please. Okay, cool. So y'all don't got no questions. Don't worry, I ain't forgot about y'all. If you know, you know. If you don't know, here, let me put up what you should know. You gonna want to take a screenshot of this. You're going to want to take a screenshot of the screen. It's going to be helpful. You just got, if you're on your phone, if you're not on your phone and you're on your something else and you can write, then you can write it down too. It's not much to write. But remember I told y'all about the people that if you need therapy, and then not just for this, but any issues, but definitely as it relates to this, if you are somebody who's afraid or has been victimized by somebody who is afraid, then you text the word new to this number so we can help you. All right. And you can just take a screenshot. But if you want to know about the prizes and stuff and when we're going to be giving our prizes away, then you're going to want to text the word live to this number. Okay. If you want to know when we're going to do prizes, you're going to want to text the word live. If you want therapy, the word new, and then you can just shoot this picture to your friend or family member or coworker. If they feel like they need therapy, you can just text that picture to them. So you already have it, and there you go. And that's the business card. You just tell them, text the word new. Hey, if you need therapy, there it is. Text the word new. And you can text that, DM that, share that to your friends and family members and coworkers and all that. But if you just want to know, or if you just want to know, or you also want to know when we do giveaways, you can text the word live, LIVE, to this number, okay? And you can screenshot it if you can't do it right now, okay? Cool. Let's see. Yep, it is. It is more important and relevant than many want to admit. Exactly. I knew this was a hard discussion, and that's why I was like, I got to be the one to do it. It's got to be me. All right. All right, cool. So if you know, you know, and if you don't, let me see who knew. The last person to know. Let me see. Let me see. Ooh, uh-oh. Hold on. The screen had. Hold on, y'all. Let's see who's the last person to know. And while I'm doing that, you can take a screenshot. And if you didn't get a chance to share, you can share as, you know, your contribution to breaking the stigma around LGBTQ community and the mental health issues and being a part of a solution of the mental health issues that affect the LGBTQ community, largely homophobia. And if you want to be a recovering homophobic, you can also text that word. Okay, so the last person to know was Christy Davis. I think that's right. Ooh, y'all was really commenting. Yeah, I like it. I like the engagement. Or if you have LGBTQ friends or family that seem to be, you know, having a hard time, then you could text it. Tell them to text us at this number too. Yep, Christy Davis. So if you know, you know, and if you don't, you're going to want to text live to this number because guess what? Tonight, since it's the first day of Pride Month, and we also had a bunch of new people in our live community, we're going to be doing a $200 Cash App giveaway. Yes. So if you didn't know, you want to know for next time. You want to know for next time. We do these giveaways. And the people that are on newsletter didn't even know about this because they ain't got the newsletter yet. That's why. We had some technical changes in the background, so the newsletter will be on its way real soon. But if you're on the newsletter and you in the text community, then you'll know. See, the people in the text community knew whether they get the newsletter or not. All right. So yeah. Let me get it on and popping with this giveaway. Let's get it on and popping. And remember, it has to be shared. You have to make sure it's on your page and it's public. Because I am gonna look. Let's see. Okay. Y'all ready? So get your ears ready. Get your ears ready because you're going to want to hear your name and your number. I'm going to say your name and your number 2 times. Okay? All right? Christy Davis is number 1. Christy Davis is number 1. Toya Betts is number 2. Toya Betts is number 2. Antoinette Danielle is number 3. Antoinette Danielle is number 3. Nikki Leilani is number 4. Nikki Leilani is number 4. Amaris Samuel is number 5. Amaris Samuel is number 5. Chloe Love is number 6. Chloe Love is number 6. Stephanie Ship is number 7. Stephanie Ship is number 7. Alexis Carl is number 8. Alexis Carl is number 8. Oh, thank you, Malika. Thank you for the referral. We love that. Okay, I gotta make it bigger because I can't see. Saniqua Burton is number 9. Saniqua Burton is number 9. Roxy Elaine is number 10. Roxy Elaine is number 10. Marseille Marche. Is it Marche? Is number 11. Marche is number 11. Magnolia Sunshine is number 12. Magnolia Sunshine is number 12. Rob TR is number 13. Rob TR is number 13. I already did Malika. All right, so that's 13. Malika, I did give you a number, right? Because I think I saw your name twice. Okay. I think I saw your name twice. All right. Oh, okay. All right, 14, Malika. Malika Cole is 14. Malika Cole is 14. Now you got a number, okay? And you got it. All right, so make sure y'all share. And it's only 13 people in here, so that means somebody. Oh, now it's 14. They show slip back in here like, nope, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get mine. All right, so let me share the screen because y'all know I like to show y'all from the beginning to the end to let y'all know. Make sure you shared it. Make sure it's public because I'm gonna go check your page. Let's see. Share. All right, I'm gonna share. I'm doing all this work to be honest. Y'all probably don't even care. So you be honest and share. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So let's do the random number wheel generator. Okay. All right. And then we're going to put all the people on there. We got 14. So let's put them on. The minimum is 1. The maximum is 14. Am I sharing? Oh, no, I'm not. Here. Dang. Here, y'all. Let me do it again. The minimum is 1. The maximum is 14. Okay. Cool. Y'all see? All right. Now we're going to spin. All right. And we're gonna drum roll, please. Not my phone now. Number 1. Yes, and I know that's Christy Davis. Christy Davis, are you here, Christy? Are you here, Christy Davis? Let's see. Yes, Christy, are you here? Let's see if Christy's here. And we gotta see if Christy shared. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go. I need to go over here. To see. I'm gonna go in here and see if Christy shared. Let's see. Christy. Let's see if Christy's here. Because if Christy's not here, she didn't win, and I have to spin again. She's gone. Oh no, man. Dang. Christy, are you gone? I'm going to say going once, going twice. All right, going 3 times. Christy's gone. I'm going to have to spin again. I'm going to take the number 1 out. Okay. And we're going to start from 2. All right. So we're going to spin again. All righty. is number 3? Who's number 3? Who's number 3? Who's number who is it? Let me see. Yes, Antoinette Danielle. Woo! Woo! Congratulations. Let me see. And Antoinette Danielle did share. I see it. Woo! Congratulations. Congratulations. You won $200. Yes. And y'all should give her some hearts and likes and all of that. Bow. All right. Okay. All right. Let me get Antoinette Danielle straight with that 200 big ones. You know what I'm saying? 200. And thank you, Antoinette Danielle, for being a sharer. Is this your first time to win? This your first time to win? Is it? Is this your first time to win? Hold on. Re-put your Cash App. Because I had to do a lot of scrolling. I didn't think so. I didn't think it was your first time to win. See, we got people on here winning multiple times. So if y'all ever hear Yellowbird ain't giving, that ain't true. Because Yellowbird be giving. Okay, let's see. All right. AD, yep. Yellowbird be giving. We are a very giving practice. We're not those, I see you. We're not those healthcare providers that don't care about you and just want to take your money. We are not that. We are very giving. Congratulations and very charitable. Congratulations from Yellowbird Counseling and 3 dots. I'm sending it. You got to tell us when you got it. Okay, so everybody can know that you actually got it. All right. I sent it. Oh, man, I forgot to show you. I forgot to show y'all. Yay! Dang, Toya, all your family be winning. Yay! Okay, Antoinette got it. Yay! I appreciate y'all. All right. Okay, so next week I told y'all what we're going to discuss. If you want to be an ally, and it might behoove you to go on ahead and text the word live if you haven't, or your friend or family member if they haven't. It would behoove them. Okay. But definitely if you need therapy, go on ahead and text the word new. And like I said, just take a quick screenshot. Just take a quick screenshot of this screen with the number and the text so that people can know, and you can just give that to them. And once they text the word new, all the information they need will come up right then. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging around with me. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for learning. Okay. And I'll see you next week. Good night.